am Kanda Shankari. Here we are going to see about my seminar topic on flipped classroom and its educational implications, computer ethics, cyber security and cybercrime. Flipped classroom. It is an instructional strategy. It is a type of blended learning that reverses the traditional learning environment, introducing new content at school, then assigning homework and projects to completed by the students independently at home. Definition of flipped classroom. Flipped classroom is a pedagogical approach in which direct instruction moves from the group learning space and the resulting group space is transforms into dynamic interactive learning environment where the educator guides students as they apply concepts and engage creatively in the subject matter. Steps in a flipped classroom. Step 1. Define content scope, learning objectives, and instructional strategies. The success of flipped class depends on the alignment of what you want your students to accomplish before, during, and after the class. Step 2. Students gain familiarity with new material before class. So plan and prepare the new instructional materials that students will engage with prior to class. Step 3. Activities that motivate students to prepare before class. Ask students to respond to open-ended questions online about the instructional material before class. Prepare questions about the instructional materials. Prepare a presentation about the topic. Attempt to solve some problems. Research examples to bring to class that illustrate a principle. Step 4. In-class activities that provide students opportunities to deepen understanding. Plan and prepare and develop in-class activities that focus on higher level cognitive activities. The activity you choose will depend on the learning goals and objectives as some activities lend themselves best to certain types of content. Step 5. Post-class activities that extend student learning. Plan and prepare and develop the continuation of the learning experience from the in-class activity to outside of class individual or collaborative practice. Determine what students should do after the in-class activity to continue learning or bridge to the next topic. Step 6. Ongoing evaluation and assessment. Assessment. Plan for ongoing formative and summative ways to assess student understanding and mastery. Evaluation. Plan for opportunities to evaluate by reflecting on the design of the class or course. Ask for feedback from students on what worked well and what didn't, and update your practices accordingly. Educational implications of flipped classroom. A college reading empirical study identifies flipped classrooms approach at including all forms of learning. Flipped classroom uses a more application-based approach for students, that is problem solving activities. Third, the accessibility of flipped classroom is extremely convenient, especially for students that would face difficulties in traveling to the physical classroom. Such students would still have the foundational information of the course at hand via online. Fourth, communication is greatly emphasized in a flipped classroom setting, essentially referring to student and student to teacher interactions. Next, flipped classroom utilizes a student-centered teaching model in order to ensure that the course is primarily aimed at contributing to the student's overall success in obtaining a proper, effective education. Computer ethics. Ethics is the branch of philosophy concerned with what's right and what's wrong. Computer ethics deals with moral dilemmas and the ethical principles for computer professionals. Using computers for unethical purpose. Embezzlement. Computers are used for unlawfully to transfer money from bank. Privacy violation. Medical records, bank records are accessible for unauthorized persons or organizations. Hacking. Gaining illegal access to computers for creating and spreading virus. Copyright violations. Accessing and disseminating copyrighted contents like movies and music. Next, advocacy of hatred and violence. Promoting hatred in specific communities, individuals or organizations and advocating violence and terrorism using internet. Accessing and sharing objectionable contents. Sharing information related to national security. Then, biased software. Introducing biases in software may affect decision making. Next one, problems arising out of use of computers for ethical purpose. The first one is possible job loss due to computerization, environmental damage due to improper disposal of computers and its parts, issues regarding ownership of software, health conditions like carpal tunnel syndrome and computer vision syndrome. Next, cybercrime and security. Cybercrime. The internet in India is growing rapidly. It has given rise to new opportunities in every field we can think of it, entertainment, business, sports or education. There are two sides to a coin. Internet also has its own disadvantages is cybercrime illegal activity committed on the internet. Crime committed using a computer and the internet to steal data or information. Types of cybercrime. Hacking. Hacking in simple terms means an illegal intrusion into a computer system and or network. Identity theft. A criminal accesses data about a person's bank account, credit cards, social security, debit card and other sensitive information to siphon money or to buy things online in the victim's name. It can result in major financial losses for the victim and even spoil the victim's credit history. Next, virus dissemination. Malicious software that attaches itself to other software, for example, virus, worms, Trojan horse, web checking, email bombing, etc. Computer vandalism. Damaging or destroying data rather than stealing. It is transmitting virus. Next one is cyber terrorism. It is the use of internet based attacks in terrorist activities. Technology savvy terrorists are using 512-bit encryption, which is impossible to decrypt. Software piracy. Theft of software through the illegal copying of genuine programs. It is a distribution of products intended to pass for the original. Next comes the safety tips for cybercrime. Use of antivirus softwares, insert firewalls, uninstall unnecessary software, maintain backup, check security settings, stay anonymous, choose a gender or screen name, never give your full name or address to strangers, learn more about internet privacy. These are the safety tips for cybercrime. Next, cyber security. Internet security is a branch of computer security specifically related to the internet. Its objective is to establish rules and measure to use against attacks over the internet. It is securing data from threats such as data theft or misuse, also safeguards your system from viruses. Advantages of cybersecurity. Defend us from critical attacks. Browse a safe website. Internet security process all the incoming and outgoing data on our computer. Conclusion. Technology is destructive only in the hands of people who do not realize that they are one and the same process as the universe. Thank you.